Mass of the Patriarch celebrates the arrival of Christmas. The opening of the Holy Door in Bethlehem expresses the desire of the Palestinians and of the entire world for peace and mercy. Preparations for the celebration of Christmas are underway. Bethlehem welcomes pilgrims, tourists and locals to celebrate the birth of Jesus. Patriarch Toile opened the Holy Door in the parish of the Holy Family in Gaza. The Year of Mercy has also begun in war-torn Gaza. Christmas at the Caritas Baby Hospital in Bethlehem, the only paediatric hospital in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, which welcomes almost 40,000 children every year. The Società Antoniana of Bethlehem celebrated Christmas with the guests of their day centre for the elderly. All attended Mass together and later enjoyed dancing, opening gifts and eating a good lunch. The pastry shop was officially opened in Bethlehem, the Panettone of Bethlehem, a combination of tradition and flavour designed to add flavour to the Christmas celebration. The merciful face of God is the essence of this Christmas. Pope Francis's call will echo throughout the Christian world, as well as here in Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus. The first ceremony of the Holy Night program was the opening of the Holy Door that leads to the Grotto of the Nativity. The ceremony was presided over by the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, along with the religious authorities. The Mass was attended by Palestinian authorities, including Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and other civil representatives, along with religious from the Holy Land and from around the world. Compassion must include everyone, near and far, the Patriarch wrote in his homily, read by Monsignor William Shomely, who then recalled the millions of refugees scattered in camps and barracks, suffering from the cold of winter. Compassion also affects all levels in all areas of public life, in political, economic, cultural and social realms. The Patriarch made a plea to those who hold the people's fate in their hands, those who make political choices that result in death. They should repent and allow human dignity to prevail over their own material interests.
المتواطئين مع الفساد أصحاب البيوت المهدمة في القدس وفلسطين وأصحاب الأراضي.
He said that mercy is not a sign of weakness, but an expression of divine omnipotence. The ceremony ended with a greeting to all present and to those who followed the event on television. He also greeted all the inhabitants of the Holy Land, Christians, Muslims, Jews and Samaritans. A symbolic gesture of great tenderness was made after the Mass, the procession to the Grotto of the Nativity with the child Jesus, who has been called the Prince of Peace for centuries and is now also known as the Merciful Face of God.
Behold that star. Behold that star up yonder, behold that star.
Behold the star above. It's the Star of Bethlehem. Today the world is at the heart of Palestine. The entire world waits, somewhat distractedly. Some are barely aware of this holiday, others are very involved in Christmas, the feast that began 2,000 years ago in these streets, where Jesus was born without anyone's permission.
was born free from sin.
There are many reasons for the presence of so many people here. Each person sees the star differently. Each person receives a different message from the star. This message could be a common project or a pilgrimage. It could be a message for our family, or it simply translates into the traditional Christmas tree or street festival. Indeed, this small country continues to attract people of all nationalities and religions over the years, just like a magnet.
My name is Mitchell and I'm from the United States.
من Bethlehem.
Presently live in Montreal, Canada.
يا نجمي بيته قريب.
احنا من سكان القدس.
I'm from Australia.
Vengo dall'Italia.
Je suis ivoirienne de la Côte d'Ivoire.
من أريحة طالب بجامعة أبو ديس.
I'm from Germany.
Originally we are Zimbabweans, but we live in the UK.
From Indonesia.
Je m'appelle Jeanne, je viens de France et je vous souhaite tous à tous.
Some traditions are repeated every year, like the various scout parades that animate the Holy Land at this time, the entry of the Latin Patriarch into the city and his walk to the Basilica of St. Catherine, the recitation of Vespers with the mayor and the civil authorities. However, everyone's heart is still awaiting the good news. Our heart always hopes for something surprising and amazing that can rekindle the expectation and the desire to celebrate. We discover that after all, life is worth living, and there is a plan of happiness in store for each one of us. Happiness that can be found on unexpected or sometimes winding paths. The Jubilee Year of Mercy has also begun in the Gaza Strip. On Sunday, December the 20th, His Beatitude Fuad Tual, Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem, opened the Holy Door during a Mass in the parish of the Holy Family. His Excellency Monsignor Marcuzzo, Vicar of Nazareth, Chancellor Don George Ayub, several priests of the Patriarchate and leaders of Catholic charities also participated in the celebration of this Mass. Initially, there were only 2 holy doors in the Holy Land, in Nazareth and in Jerusalem. However, the Christian community in Gaza, unable to leave the territory because of political restrictions, could not take part in the Jubilee. The Patriarch therefore decided to add a holy door inside the strip.
Qui a Gaza abbiamo aperto la porta dell'anno giubilare.
Here in Gaza, we opened the door of the Jubilee year, only at the church. However, the entire city needs to be opened, as there is no door through which to enter or exit. This small door is a symbol of all the doors that must be opened in Gaza, to be able to breathe and enjoy some freedom of movement. We continue to pray because we still believe in the power of prayer. May the Lord bless you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Ancora nella forza della preghiera. Che il Signore vi benedica. Buon anno a tutti.
This was a day of celebration for the few Catholic families living in the Gaza Strip. The children performed in a play. Everyone sang Christmas songs with emotion, while their eyes were fixed at the baby in the manger scene, asking him for hope and for a solution to the difficult and tiring situation in Gaza. Today we are very happy because we opened the Holy Door here and the Christians of Gaza can receive the indulgences. God bless you all and Merry Christmas to all.
This year Christmas will be very special because we have now begun this beautiful year of mercy, and by the grace of God, we were so lucky and blessed by God to have a holy door here too in Gaza. This door will be a blessing for all Christian people who live here in Gaza. We want to wish you a year full of mercy, full of the goodness and the love of God. Many thanks to all of you. We wish you a wonderful year of mercy. Merry Christmas.
Buon Natale.
An oasis of peace and tranquility for children who live in the West Bank and for their families. This describes the Caritas Baby Hospital in Bethlehem, the only pediatric hospital in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Since it was founded in 1952, the doors of this facility have always been open and now welcome almost 40,000 children and their Palestinian mothers every year, regardless of religion, nationality or social background.
Safe and secure.
The Latin Patriarch Monsignor Fouadoual paid a visit here, as he does every year, to bring his Christmas greetings and to celebrate a Mass for the hospital staff and patients.
هذا المستشفى مفتوح للجميع.
This hospital is open to everyone. 90% of the patients come from Hebron and the refugee camps. This is a gesture of charity without borders, at the service of everyone. We came before Christmas to congratulate them and thank them for the beautiful testimony they give. They have a big and generous heart, and this is a great gift.
قلب كبير وكرم كبير وعطاء كبير. في نفس الوقت أولاد صغار هذولا بالأوضاع الصعبة.
Also, there are children here that remind us of Jesus' difficult times, when he couldn't find anyone who would welcome him. Here, they at least have a hospital. During the meeting, we stressed that Christmas joy must not make us forget the suffering or the outcast, the refugees or the homeless. As Christians, we open our hearts to make room for all through our witness, charity and generosity.
فخلي قلبنا وسيع كمسيحيين بشهادتنا بمحبتنا بعطانا.
The celebration of Mass was followed by a celebration with the Patriarch, who later visited sick children in different sections of the hospital. He greeted the children and asked them about their health.
زيارة البطرك زيارة مهمة لنا هو تقليد.
The Patriarch's visit is important. His beatitude continues this tradition of coming here during the Christmas period, since the Caritas Baby Hospital in Bethlehem is indeed Jesus' birthplace. His visit is a tradition that has continued for 20 years now. He comes here to announce the Christmas good news to the staff and the sick children. We think it is important to have this atmosphere of charity and celebration. The regions of Bethlehem and Hebron are home to over 100,000 children under the age of 4. In the whole of Palestine, there are more than 500,000 children who do not have guaranteed health care. The reality of the Caritas Baby Hospital in Bethlehem is therefore precious. The visit of the Patriarch before Christmas was an opportunity to exchange greetings with children dressed as Santa Claus, complete with the outfit, the beard, and the ringing bells.
I'm leaning on the everlasting.
Mass, traditional music and dancing, a hot meal and personal gifts. Christmas has knocked on the door of the Società Antoniana of Bethlehem. On Saturday, December the 19th, the elderly Palestinian guests at the centre celebrated with the sisters, volunteers and their parish priest.
Noi abbiamo una tradizione qui in parrocchia di Betlemme, spesso prima dell'interno di settimana prima veniamo qui.
There is a tradition here in the parish of Bethlehem to come here usually a week before Christmas and celebrate the Christmas Mass with this group of elderly people. Mass begins at 9. They sing all the Christmas songs here. After Mass there is a great gathering that begins with lunch. Later, Santa Claus comes to give out presents to the elderly.
Comincia con il pranzo e dopo, diciamo così, Papa Natale viene per dare i regali per questi vecchi.
The Società Antoniana has been running a day centre for the elderly since October 2012, where 3 times a week the nuns and the volunteers welcome about 50 Palestinian people. Some live alone and some need medical or monetary assistance. Some just need a hot meal.
L'attività di oggi rientra all'interno di un...
Today's activity is part of a much larger project. The custody of the Holy Land through the Association of ATS Pro Terra Sancta takes care of the most vulnerable and most needy in Bethlehem. The elderly are definitely one of the most vulnerable groups here. In Bethlehem there is no public assistance for these people, therefore the local church provides for them.
Un tipo di assistenza pubblica per queste persone, quindi è la chiesa locale che si fa carico di questo.
We are the women of the Antonian Society, the female arm of the charity which deals with helping older women and ensure their daily needs. We give them moral support, also performing community activities like hiking. This is what we women in the charity do, especially in this Christmas season. We organize activities for women living in the house and for those who do not live here.
Miriam, or Mary as she prefers to be called, is one of them. Half Lebanese and half Palestinian, Mary is a regular guest of the charity. Miriam speaks Italian and French, loves dancing and singing, and she has a wish for Christmas.
Io aspetto tanti cosa perché mi piace.
I expect a lot of things because I love Jesus so much. My name is Miriam, like Jesus' mother. Therefore, I need to ask Our Lady to make my heart like hers. This is very important to the people who are close to me.
Molto molto importante per la gente che sono vicino di me.
In a corner of Nativity Square in Bethlehem, the scents of Italian excellence mingle with the flavors of the Holy Land: yeast, almonds, dates, honey and raisins. Flavors of two traditions that meet thanks to a collaborative effort between the city of Bethlehem, the Italian Cooperation and the John Paul II Foundation. This project has led to the creation of a pastry shop, which opened on Sunday, December the 13th, where young Palestinians will be able to learn a new skill. A pastry chef will teach them the tradition of the great Italian leavened pastries, whose special feature is to be produced in Bethlehem. I never thought I would travel to this land to make Italian pastries, like the ones I used to bake in my workshop. Mother yeast is the main ingredient to create large leavened pastries. It's wonderful to be able to bake the Italian pastries here, to make them known in this land and distribute them. It is great to share our great recipes and flavors with the people who live here, as well as the pilgrims. I am glad to teach my skills to these young people so they can count on another economic resource. The challenge of blending the secret ingredients of Italian confectionery with the typical flavors of this land has been fully overcome. It is an explosion of flavors to enjoy.
Questi giorni sono stati giorni intensi perché abbiamo lavorato di notte e di giorno.
These days have been intense. We worked day and night to develop this new flavor with dates and honey linked to the special character of this land. This has been an adventure. It was great to be able to work with them. Their commitment is inspiring. These guys are amazing.
Per me è stata un'avventura, è stato troppo bello poi lavorare con loro. Il loro impegno è stato tantissimo, che sono ragazzi straordinari.
It's very nice. This is the only place in the Holy Land where these pastries can be found. I'm very happy to have learned these new skills. It's something new and very special. It's a real Italian pastry shop. We've made croissants and biscotti. It's a very good thing. I think everyone is happy with this project. Many young people are working now because of it. And finally, the bread of Bethlehem, the panettone of Bethlehem. It's fresh, it's good, even with the dates. This panettone is unique. It's not found anywhere else in the world. A blend of traditions that have given birth, right here in the city of the Saviour on the threshold of Christmas. A one-of-a-kind and uniquely shaped pastry, the bread of Bethlehem. We are particularly pleased. It was hard work. This is the second part of a project that involves the training of Palestinian personnel. The first training was for the ice cream shop, and now we have this pastry shop that delivers this delicious pastry that I'm holding in my hand, which is the bread of Bethlehem, and that here is called al-zaki, which in Arabic means delicious. We thank all those who took part in this project and made it happen. I think this is a dream come true for many people, a dream manufactured here in Bethlehem.
Terra Santa News is a production of the Christian Media Center in Jerusalem, Holy Land. For more information about Terra Santa News and the Christian Media Center, please check out our website at the bottom of the screen. You'll also be able to subscribe to our newsletter, to view live video feeds from the Holy Land, as well as visit our Facebook and YouTube pages and follow our Twitter feed. Come visit the website of Terra Santa News.